Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. And I know I did not ask you guys a question in my last giveaway, even though I said answer the question to enter the giveaway, but it doesn't matter because guess what? We still have a winner to our last giveaway, and the winner is Rosa Diaz. Congratulations to you. Make sure you send us a DM on Instagram with your name and address so we can have your giveaway sent out to you. And for the ones that did not win, guess what? We're gonna do another giveaway, and this time I'm gonna remember what I asked. Okay, so to enter the giveaway, you have to like the video, subscribe to the channel, of course, and make sure, here's the question. I'm gonna say it now so I remember, right? The question is, guess how long I've been doing nails. The one that gets the closest or the correct answer wins. And I know maybe there's gonna be multiple people that will guess it, so we're gonna pick the one that say it first. So, good luck, guys. And guess what we're doing today again? We are gonna continue doing our Valentine's nails because, hey, guess what? We're way ahead of time, so I think we still can get one more set in before we switch up to spring nails. So this one is a little bit more time consuming, but it's super cute. So check it out, guys.
Hey guys, we're going to start out with number 141, nude. This is a beige nude. This color is actually so beautiful for an ombre as well. So I love this color. It's I feel like I don't use it enough because a lot of time I do my tutorial on my nails. I literally just like to grab what's in front of me, which is kind of bad. I need to showcase you guys more different colors, right? And I mentioned this a lot in all my videos. I like to do 2 beads application because with 2 beads, I can build my apex a lot better. And then, of course, when we work down the product, we want to keep the nails very taper and clean, and not too thick because we don't want to spend a lot of time cleaning it up. And as I mentioned in my other videos, if I do pick up a bead of product that's too runny or too dry, I will actually get rid of it instead of trying so hard to work with it because you know, if it's too dry, you put it on, you absolutely can't work with it, and you're going to spend a lot of more time try to fight it. So it's okay to get rid of product when you pick it up, because sometimes we do pick up, we couldn't control the liquid to powder ratio too well, and we pick up the bead, it becomes too runny or too dry. Just wipe it off on the paper towel and pick up another bead. Always work with something that's that is workable. Does that make sense? Instead of spending more time struggling and it doesn't come out like how you want it anyways. And of course, I feel like my application, I kind of getting away from getting too much details with how I apply my powder, because if you guys spend like a whole year, and I feel like that's all I explain in the beginning of my videos, and I feel like, okay, I think people got the point. Well, anyway, so I think this should be my last Valentine's set of nails, because if you guys follow me on Instagram, I am more active on there. I know I should be more active on YouTube, but it does take a lot more time for me to come up with a YouTube video, edit, and do the whole 9 yard. So I am more active on my Instagram, and I post a lot of nail art on there, and lately it has been a lot of Valentines, and I think I am Valentine's out. I'm gonna do a 1B application on this one because, again, a lot of time I do 1B as well too, just depend on the mood. But let's get back to my nail art. And again, remember, when we apply on a powder, make sure, I mention this all the time, make sure the finger is pointed downward, okay, guys? If you hold it very straight, the product will run onto the side of the cuticle, so make sure your finger is pointed down, okay? You want gravity to pull the product towards the tip of the nails. That's why we point it down, point the finger down. Anyways, I was talking about nail art. For those that struggle with coming out with nail design, because sometimes we do get that creativity block where we feeling like, hey, I literally don't know what to do today. I could not come up with anything. So this is how I find my creativity is I actually browse on Instagram a lot. So I browse nothing but nails, and I take a lot of screenshots. So what I do is I actually like look at nails all day, and then you find a set you like, and then you kind of get certain things you like from that set, and then you add it, and then there's another set that you like, so you combine those two together, and it become more like your own touch to it instead of like copying it directly, right? There's nothing wrong with that, but if you run out of ideas and like feel like you're just stuck with no creativity, that's how I get my creativity flowing in my head, is actually looking at other people's work and see what I like from that set and what I like from another set and put it together to become my own signature look. And that's how I find a lot of inspiration for my nail, because sometimes I do come up with stuff like on top of my head, but as well sometimes it's just like there is no ideas and I don't have any vision of how to create this set. And that's what I do. Instead of like going home watching Netflix, I find like a whole night of me just looking at nails all night long and just screenshotting. And that's how I come up with a lot of nail design and stuff. So I hope that helps you guys, all right? And make sure when we apply on our product, make sure while the product is still wet and you still can work with it, you make sure you mold it into the shape you want. Make sure it's nice and sharp. Don't leave it all bulky, okay? Because when it's dry, it's going to be a lot harder for you to work with. And then you see how I try to make it really, really straight across now. And what I'm using right now is the Notpolish monomer, the medium setting monomer. And did you know Notpolish actually came out with a neutralizer? So that's what I've been using. What it does is, so you would drop like three to four drops in your dampen dish that has monomer in it, and what it does is it will eliminate from 75 to like 90% of the odor. And actually that helps me a lot with like inhaling. Like I feel like their monomer was never like really strong to begin with, but with this drop it actually minimize a lot of the odor. And if you work in a smaller studio, more of like a confined studio with not a lot of ventilation, I think that will help out a lot. So make sure you check out the Notpolish neutralizer. I'm gonna have the link in the description box. Okay, so I have been really good about linking all my products that I use in the description box. Okay, guys, if you did not catch what I use, I will have it linked on the description box for you guys. And I went into great details about my shaping in my last video, so I'm kind of speeding it up through a little bit, because I think this is one of the videos where I spend a lot more time on the not spend more time. This nail art is actually a little bit time consuming. So I'm gonna kind of not get into too many details on one certain thing and make this video too long, because I know you guys get bored after like 15 minutes, so I try to keep it nice and short. After that's done, we're going to go in with the matte top coat. Remember, we always put the matte top coat on the nails to get that really smooth surface for us to draw. And before we cure it under the light, so this is matte top coat, before we cure it, we clean it and then cure it for 30 seconds. And these are the colors I'll be using. What is so good about the gel liner art is you only need those 12 primary colors, and you need your white, so you can create any colors you want from that. So I'm using a pink and a white to make it a lighter pink. You see that? I'm gonna clean up the brush a little bit. I don't want that pink to drip down when I'm drawing. So now I have a nice clean brush, and I'm gonna do my deep French. And my deep French always start from one corner and I swoop it up like this. You see? So all my design, I use gel. Most of my design I use gel liner art, and I just kind of mix it with white to create a different color. So now you know the trick. Okay, guys, you don't need 20 shades of pink. You just need one dark pink, and then you can create lighter pink as you go by adding more white into that pink to kind of mix the color up. And you see, I went from that dark pink on the body of the brush to a light pink. You see that? You can see the two different shades of pink. And then deep French, this is how I draw my deep French, because I see that you guys all have different techniques, but this is what works for me, and I feel like it's the fastest for me as well. And then we're gonna color in, and I only use one coat. Okay, guys, I only use one coat when I do the deep French. I don't do two coats because that's gonna be thick and bulky. I don't want that. So just one coat. And for the hearts, I'm gonna use a red gel liner art as well. Draw your heart first, and then again, I'm using that red, and I mix it with white to turn it into a lighter red. Do you see? So the heart is actually only one color. So if you see this heart design right here, it looks like I used multiple color, but it all originated from one red, which is the center. And then I just dilute it down with white and go lighter, and add more white as I get out, more layers to the heart so it gets lighter. You see how that red turned into this beautiful salmon color with just a little bit of white mixed to it. And look how defined these paintbrush are. These are the brush, of course, that comes with the Notpolish gel liner art bottles, but I just love these brushes because it really give me those sharp lines. So now I want to go a little bit lighter. I'm going to mix white into that same salmon color. You see that? And now I have a lighter pink. Look how cool that is. And I remember I was having a class and somebody did ask me like, hey, for like when I do the color gradients like this, how long would it take me to go actually find all the colors to match? And I was like, you don't go find all the colors. You only need one color, and you keep mixing it with white, and guess what? You have a gradient of that same color, and it actually match way better than you actually going out there and find colors that kind of goes with each other. Does that make sense? Look how cool this looks. This is like 3 different colors, but I'm actually using one red and mixing it with a little bit of white. And so color in, kind of get the idea, right? Of course, in between the layers of hearts, you have to dry it under the light, because if it's wet, you can't really draw another layer, right? So make sure you dry the nails after each layer of the hearts. So this is actually fairly easy, I guess, but it's just a little bit more time consuming. Just a little bit more time consuming than our regular nail arts. But this is super cute for Valentine's. I imagine you doing this design in like different colors. It doesn't even have to be this design, but just these hearts, and I think just the heart itself is already cute. Okay, I'm gonna clean that brush and use the same color that I pre-mixed earlier, the same color that I used for the second layer of the heart, I didn't, yeah, you get the point. It's the same color. Look how cute this heart is. Super cute and trendy. So, and then now I'm going to do the flame heart. So start out with the outline of your heart first, and then draw your flame like this. Do you guys feel like this heart is easy, or is it kind of hard? I love drawing hearts. I love drawing flame. So I feel like it is kind of easy, but I don't know. You guys let me know. Is it hard or is it too easy? Oh, now I'm going to always do your outline when you're doing characters, right? So outline first. I'm going to do the outlines and then do the hair. So the frame of the face, the little bunny ears, the little bow, and then the hair. And then now we're going to go with the eyeballs, super big eyes. And then the smile. Look, we have a face already. Super quick, right? Body go down and around for the feet, for the shoes. Another shoe right there. And then we're going to go out with the hair. And, of course, we're going to draw a little hand up there. And I'm mixing red and yellow to make an orange because her hair is orange. You see how I'm using just one color and just mixing my colors together to create all these other colors? That's why sometimes you only need one set of gel art and then just create a bunch of color from it, right? And then for the hair, we're going to do that. And then for the bowls, it's going to be a little bit darker red. So I'm going to add a little bit more red to the orange that I already mixed, stir it together. And then now I have like a more of a pinker, redder, darker orange. You see, now I'm going to show you guys how the color looks. You see how it's a little bit darker than the hair itself. And this is all coming from one color. Well, red and yellow make orange, and then just kind of mix it a little bit. And I'm going to use, I'm going to do the eyeballs first, the black eyeballs. So again, guys, anytime you guys are doing character nails, make sure we do an outline first. You can draw the outline using dark brown or black, whatever is easier for you. I like to use black. And then I'm going to give the pink eyes a little bit of pink and a little bit of pink. You can... Oh, and for this more detail, sometimes I like to switch into my detail, my Notpolish art brush. Of course, you know, as a nail tech, we have multiple of different kind of brushes, not just one. And then we're going to draw in the pink. And then now we're going to do white for the outer layer of the eyes. White. And then it's okay if we kind of go over the outline of the black a little bit, because we're going to go in and actually darken the outline a little bit later, okay? So now across, and then white for the shoes, right? And then white for the shoes, of course. Now white for the eyeballs. See how it's coming along? It's actually, I guess, kind of quick when you record it on, what is it? Time-lapse. It is a little bit time consuming, I'm not gonna lie, okay? And then I'm gonna give it black outline for the shoes, and black outline for the shoes. And then finishing touch is I'm gonna go in and actually re-outline the whole thing again to make it make the line a little more sharp. And if when I was coloring, any of my color spill outside, spill out from the black outline, I'm kind of cleaning it up as well. And then just go in and give it a nice defined touch. And anytime I'm doing character nails, I like to keep it matte, guys. I feel like it looks better matte. I mean, I've seen some shiny gloss finish, but I'm naturally me. I just prefer matte all the time. Okay, so outline, give it a little gray. So this is the brush that I use as well, and this is the finishing look. And I'm gonna go in with the matted top coat, and now I'm gonna paint it all the way to the cuticle, all the way down. And make sure before we cure the nails, we are gonna clean off the edges of the nails a little bit. And this is the closer look. Look how cute this Powerpuff girl is.